So guys, welcome to day 3 of C programming language, and I hope you all enjoyed the yesterday session and you started writing programs. So genuinely and frankly tell me, have you guys practiced the programs or not? Just let me know that have you tried any programs? Just type in the chat box. Lokesh, Deepika, Jyoti, Triveni, anyone can answer. Have you tried writing programs? Once let me know. So today we'll go to the next level of programming. Today we'll go to the next level of programming. So guys, are you ready to experience the next level of programming? Just let me know in the chat box. Are you ready to experience the next level of programming? Very good, Triveni. Thank you so much, Triveni, for your response. So guys, let me open this code blocks IDE. So I have a small question for you. Guys, when you see, like when you go to movies and on the initial screen, you'll get movie certificate. In that, the movie duration is displayed. So the duration will be something like 130 minutes. So if the movie duration is 130 minutes, like how much time the movie will be played? Can anybody type in the chat box? If the movie is played for 1 hour 30 minutes, then what is the total time in hours and minutes if you can convert? Let me know in the chat box. 130 minutes is the total movie duration. Then how many hours it's going to take? It's a simple question, everyone can answer. It's a simple question, guys. Can you type in the chat box? Can you type in the chat box? If a movie is played for 130 minutes, then how many hours it's going to take? How many hours? 130 minutes. Very good. Is it only 2 hours or minutes are also there? Just let me know in the chat box. Jyoti, is it exactly 2 hours or is it 2 hours 10 minutes? Is it only 2 hours or is it 2 hours 10 minutes? Sai Grishma, can you tell me? Very good, very good. Everyone, is it clear? So if I say that a movie is played for 130 minutes, 130 minutes, then what is the total duration? Is it not 2 hours and 10 minutes? Asna, very good evening. I think you are attending this session from Pakistan. Am I right? Ansa Gaffar. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So can you introduce yourself? I have unmuted you. So can you introduce yourself? What's your name? How to pronounce and what you are studying?
Hello, my name is Ansa Ghaffar. I am doing computer science.
Is it university course?
Yes.
Okay. What are the languages you have learned? till now?
Python.
You have learned Python. Have you
Yes.
learned C language also?
No.
No. Do you know? Do you know that the Python programming language what we have learned that is totally written in C language only? Are you aware of that point?
Yes.
Are you
I have
aware of
seen
that?
your.
Where you have seen? So can you see this? The
Yes.
Python programming language is written in C programming language.
Yes.
So do you think the learning of C language is more important before you start learning Python?
I know the basics of C.
You know basics of C. Very good. Very good. Thank you so much for your introduction. And I'm so happy that you have joined all the way from Pakistan. What is the time difference right now? Like it's 8 p.m. in India.
Half an hour.
It's half an hour. That's it.
Yes.
Fine. Fine. So thank you. And follow the session because already you know some basics. And I have sent you the recordings also so you can just go through that. Okay.
Yes, I have seen.
Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And any doubts you can ask me at the end of the session. I'll happy to clarify. Okay. Bye.
Thank
So guys, we'll write one program. We'll write one program that is program to read the total minutes and convert them into hours and minutes. The program is write a program to read total minutes and convert them into hours and minutes. So can you guys tell me what is the mathematical operation I need to use for performing this task? Everyone, just type in the chat box. What is the mathematical operation I need to perform to convert the total minutes into hours and minutes? Basic mathematic operations, I should use it for this. So you just tell me in the chat box that what operators I should use it. Anyone can answer this. It's not rocket science. It's so simple concept. So guys, listen. Suppose if I input the total minutes as 130, then how many minutes make 1 hour? Just type in the chat box. How many minutes makes 1 hour? Very good, 63 value. So what I'll do is I'll divide this 130 by 60. How many times it will go? How many times it will go? 2 times it will go. Then can I say it is 120 and 10 is the remainder? And we call this 2 as a quotient and we call this 10 as remainder. You'll get quotient when you use this divided by symbol. You'll get remainder when you use this percentage symbol. So guys, everyone clear that to solve this problem, we need to use 2 arithmetic operators. One is the divided by symbol and second one is the percentage symbol. Is it clear, everyone? Just give me the confirmation. That's it. Just give me the confirmation. I'll be happy if you can respond. Okay. Now, very good. Thank you. Thank you so much. Guys, can you tell me how many variables are required for writing this program? How many variables are required for writing this program? We need totally 3 variables. One is the input variable for reading the total minutes, TM. This is one variable. And then we have to calculate hours. This is one output variable. And then we have to calculate the minutes. This is one output variable. So we have to take one input variable and 2 output variables. So guys, tell me, are we ready to write the program? Are you ready to write the program? So I'll say file. I'm using code blocks, new, file, new. And then I'll say file and C++ source. I'll say go. And then I'll say next. And here I'll choose C program, then say next. I'll click on these three dots and here I'll choose the file name. I'll say hours is the program name. Hours and minutes is the program name. And I'll say save. Finish. The program is created. Now let me write the comments. Program to convert inputted hours into inputted total minutes into total inputted minutes into hours and minutes. Hours and minutes. This is the comment line, the title of the program. And for every C program, you should include the first basic header file, that is stdio.h. Start with main function, brackets opening and closing, and declare the required variables. So guys, tell me in the chat window how many variables we require. You have to be active. You have to keep on giving response. Then only your brain will start functioning. Okay. How many variables are required? Just tell me. 3 variables. Am I right? Integer TM for total minutes, H for hours, M for minutes. 3 variables are declared. Now initialize these variables. Total minutes equals to hours equals to minutes equals to 0. All the variables are initialized to 0. Now I'll say printf enter total minutes. Okay, and using scanf function, I am reading the input. Using scanf function, I am reading the integer input. Percentage D is the format specifier for integer input, and ampersand of TM is nothing but the total minutes. Now we have to calculate the output. Hours equals to total minutes divided by 60, and minutes equals to total minutes percentage of 60. So line number 12 will give you the quotient. Line number 13 will give you the remainder. Now what we'll do is we'll print the output like this. Printf, okay, time is percentage D hours and percentage D minutes. In the place of first percentage D, keep the value of H. In the place of second percentage D, keep the value of M. That's it, guys. We have done with the program. Run it. Enter total minutes. I'll say 165. 165. So it says it's 2 hours 45 minutes. Or you run this program and say it's 40. Then it will say the time is 0 hours and 40 minutes. So is everyone clear with this example? Just type clear in the chat box if you got clarity on this. Just type clear in the chat box if you got clarity on this example. Guys, respond everyone, because from your response only I'll get to know that whether you are following or not. Just type clear. Very good, Deepika, Upendra. Thank you so much for response, Mangaldeep. Now, guys, have you observed? Thank you, Kiran Deepti. Have you observed? Yeah, can you repeat line number 13? So, have you understood this calculation? Asna, have you understood this calculation? So, once check this, if you can understood that, then I'll explain you clearly. Just confirm, like, have you, I'll repeat that line number 13, but before that, you just tell me, have you understood the basic division operation which I have explained you. Say, for example, I have inputted the total movie duration. Okay. Say I have inputted the total movie duration as 140 minutes. Okay. So if I want to convert this 140 minutes into totally hours and minutes, then there are 60 minutes per hour. So I'll divide this by 60. 62 times it will go and it will be 120 and 20 is remaining. Okay. So this is known as remainder. This is known as remainder. And you'll get remainder when you use this percentage symbol. Means when you say 60 percentage of, when you say 140 percentage of 60, then it will return 20. And when you say 140 divided by 60, then it will return 2. So now have you understood the line number 13? Because when you divide the number by 60, whatever the number you are inputting, that if you divide it by 60, there will be some leftover remainder. Or sometimes the remainder may not be there, it may be 0. So if any remainder is there, that I'll get it in the M variable. So this is known as modulus operator. This is known as modulus operator, which will give you the remainder. Understood, everyone? Line number 13 I have explained you. So now if I enter exactly 120, you will get 2 hours and 0 minutes. You get 2 hours and 0 minutes because there is no leftover remainder. Okay. Fine, guys. Thank you so much. Now, everyone, can you tell me that till yesterday we are just working with numbers and we have not taken any character inputs. But while developing software applications, we need to work with character inputs also. Am I right, guys? While developing software applications, we need to work with character data also. So let's write a program to read a character from the user. Let's write a program to read a character from the user. So I'll give my program name as read gender. I'll give a program name as read gender. Okay, and I'll write the comment as reading character input. Reading character input. Guys, tell me what is the data type for reading character inputs? Or you first tell me how many data types are there in C language first. First of all, you tell me how many data types are there. You just type in the chat box if you know. There are 4 data types. Pranay, super, Triveni, very nice, 4 data types. Can you type what are those 4 data types? Can you type? One is int. Ansa, thank you so much. Int, char, float, double. 4 basic data types. Int, char, float, double. Is this clear, everyone? Is this clear? So other than char, all these data types will work with numbers. Double and float. All these 3 data types will work with numbers. So int is for whole numbers, double and float for real numbers. That's nothing but decimal values. So I want to read one single character. So I'll say character. Gender is the variable. I want to read the gender of a person. Guys, tell me how many bytes the character data type is going to occupy in the memory. What is the size of character data type in the memory? Just tell me. Mangaldeep, it's 1 byte. Character data type occupies only 1 byte of space in the main memory. So if you want to confirm, if you want to cross-check, like what I'm saying is 100% correct or not. Thank you, Triveni. It's 1 byte. So there is one operator called size of. And for this size of operator, you just give the name of the variable which we have declared. And this size of operator will return an integer number indicating the number of bytes occupied by this. And when you run this, you will see the output. Printf. Yeah. So can you see we got answer as 1, Mangaldeep. And remaining all the students, have you understood that character data type occupies, it reserves only 1 byte of space in the main memory. Like this, by using size of operator, we can check. Now, can you tell me how many characters it stores in the memory? When it is occupied 1 byte, how many characters it can hold? Only 1 single character. Am I right? It can hold only 1 single character. That's it. Now, I want to read gender from the user. I'll say enter gender. And then I'll write one prompt message saying that you enter please either M or F. Okay. Then I'll say scanf %C, comma, ampersand of gender. And whatever the gender I'm reading, that simply I'll display it on the screen. The gender is, and %C is the format specifier, and I'll display the variable name. So it asks like enter the gender, I'll say M, and it will display the gender is M. But reading single character input is not sufficient in software development. We need to read group of characters also. Like if I want to read the first name of yours, then I need to read group of characters. Am I right, everyone? So we need to know how to read a string in C language. We should learn how to read a string in C language. So I'll say character, a variable called name. Okay. In square brackets, I should tell that what should be the size of the name or how many characters you want to read. So I said, I want to read name with maximum 20 characters. I'm saying I want to read a name with maximum of 20 characters. Now what I can do is I'll say printf, and then I'll ask the user, enter your name. Then I'll say scanf. Guys, type in the chat box, what is the format specifier for reading a string? What is the format specifier for reading a string? Anyone in the class can come forward and type this. Anyone in the class can come forward. Very good, Triveni. It is %S. Upender, %C is for single character. %S is for group of characters because group of characters makes a string. Understood? No problem. Even if it is wrong, but you got an opportunity to correct yourself. Am I right, Upender? You got an opportunity to correct yourself. And I'm so happy that at least you made an attempt. %S, comma, ampersand of, I'll say name. Okay. And here I'll say, hey, and I want to get the name of the person. So it's %S, and then I'll say, welcome to C classes. And in the place of %S, I want to display the name of the person. So how you get output, suppose if I enter the name as Mangaldeep, then I'll get the message on the screen saying that, hey Mangaldeep, welcome to C classes. Like this we'll get it. Let's see how the output get displayed. And can you see, guys? Can you see? But I want to write Mangaldeep's the full name actually. I want to write the Mangaldeep's full name. His full name is Mangaldeep Saho. So let's see how we can enter that. So let me run the program. Guys, did you got the full name? But we entered, but did you got the full name? You just tell me. Does your computer system has taken the full name? No, no. For that, you should know that how the format specifier works actually. The percentage as format specifier is there, na? So you should know like how it exactly works. That is very, very important. Okay. So actually what happens, the percentage as format specifier, what it will do is whenever you are giving input from the keyboard, this is your keyboard. Okay. Whatever the data you are inputting through your keyboard, that data is first collected in one temporary memory area, which is known as buffer. So this percentage S format specifier will stop reading data once the space bar is pressed on the keyboard. Are you getting my point, everyone? From buffer, the data goes to the RAM memory. Okay. So whatever you type, that will go to buffer. But the moment you press space bar, then the data will be shifted to RAM memory before space whatever you have entered. That is the reason we are not getting the full name. Again, I'll run it once you can check. This time I'll write my name. And have you noticed we are unable to read a string with the spaces? We are unable to read a string with the spaces. So for that, we need to work with another data type, means another format specifier, that is percentage square brackets caret /n. This is the format specifier. So let's try to understand what is this format specifier is. The format specifier is percentage in square brackets caret /n. So guys, tell me, what do you mean by /n? Yes, Upender. Thank you so much. What is the meaning of /n? Is it not the new line? Next line or new line, okay? And the meaning of this caret symbol is stop. Stop means it says to the buffer that don't stop reading characters when the user enters space. You stop only when the user presses enter key. Is it clear? Now see, here you are telling that stop only when the user goes to the new line, next line, otherwise you don't stop. And guys, is your problem is solved or not? Are you able to read strings with spaces or not? So we have seen probably 3 variations of character type: percentage %C, percentage %S, and percentage caret /n. So those who have got to know about this format specifier for the first time, those who have seen the difference between reading single character, a single word, and a group of strings, just type FT in the chat box if you are experiencing this for the first time. And if you already know in advance, then it's well and good. I'll be happy. But thank you, Pranay. Thank you, Pranay, for your immediate response. So guys, now I'll explain you what is this. Thank you, Deepika. What is this typecasting? Small concepts are there. We'll try to cover. Integer a equals to 5, comma b equals to 2, float c equals to 0, c equals to a divided by b, printf percentage f, comma c. Guys, now can you tell me what will be the output when I compile and run this program? Very simple question. Very basic level calculation is there. Basic level calculation, basic mathematics. So just let me know in the chat box that what is the answer. Triveni said 2.0. Pranay said 2.5. So guys, like this, everyone can answer this actually, because if you participate, then only you'll really enjoy. Okay. So Triveni, you are correct. It will be 2.0, but not 2.5. And you're expecting 2.5, that's correct. There is no mistake in that. Those who ever thought 2.5, it's correct actually. Your expectation wise, you are correct. But I'll tell you the problem actually. In the line number 9, how many operations are there? Can you tell me? In line number 9, how many operations are there? There are 2 operations. One is division, second one is assignment. Am I right? First operation is division, second operation is assignment. Now, which operation is going to take first? Division. Now you forget about assignment and just focus on the division part. So while performing division, A and B both are of integer type or not? A and B both are of integer type. Then the result, though you are expecting 2.5, but operator and operand means nominator and denominator as both are integers, the result will be produced in the integer only. So it will be 2. But when it is assigned to C, which is a float type, then it will turn it to 2.0. Understood everyone? Why you are getting 2.0? Because at the time of calculation, both variables are of integer type. So if you want to get the perfect answer, then you have to convert any of the variable to temporary float type, and this is known as typecasting. Typecasting is nothing but converting a variable of one type to another type. So the data type of A will be temporarily promoted to float, so that one float, one integer will give you the float result, and this time we'll get the accurate and perfect result. Understood everyone? I'm so happy that you guys are participating, because once you participate, then only you'll get to learn actually. Is it clear? Very nice. Now, friends, have you heard about ASCII? If you heard about ASCII, yeah, no problem. I'll send you the recording after the class is done actually. Okay. So guys, can anybody tell me what is ASCII? Just type if you know. What is ASCII? Just type in the chat box if you know about this. ASCII. Or you just type, I don't know if you don't know, because anything you need to, yeah. Triveni, thank you so much. American Standard Code for Information Interchange. Very good. ASCII stands for American Standard Code for Information Interchange. Means Kiran Deepti, T Kiran Deepti, assigning each alphabet a fixed numeric value. It's not each alphabet. Everything in computers, every data item in computers will have a specific numeric value that's known as ASCII code. There are totally 256 ASCII codes, right from 0 to 256. Yeah, it's a character encoding format for text data in computers. Mangaldeep Saho, the perfect explanation. It is a character encoding format for representing data in computers. Every data has a fixed value. Upender, thank you so much. There are totally 257 ASCII codes we have, right from 0 to 256. Say, for example, if you want to store the name Abhi inside the computer memory, then every letter has a numeric value. That numeric value will be converted into ones and zeros, and that will be stored inside the computer's memory. So for capital A to capital Z, the ASCII codes are 65 to 90. For small a to small z, ASCII codes are 97 to 122. For 48 to 50, means for 0 to 9, ASCII codes are 48 to 57. And remaining everything represents special characters. Understood, everyone? Understood, everyone? Capital A to capital Z, it's 65 to 90. Small a to small z, 97 to 122. So if you ask me, sir, will you prove this? Will you prove this? Yes, I'll prove this. How? You'll do one thing. We'll declare one character data. Okay. We'll say character CH, and inside this you store capital A. And you can say printf, and while printing, don't print the character, you print the numeric value of the character. So to print the numeric value of the character, what you have to do? You have to simply use the format specifier %d. That's it. Nothing. So guys, do you got the answer as 65 on the screen? Just see. Do you got the answer as 65 on the screen? Now, suppose if I say integer x equals to 100, and if I print the character form of this x, can anybody guess what will be the output if I compile and run? Can anybody guess what will be the output if I compile and run this program? Think and tell me. No hurry. Very good, Triveni. Thank you so much. It's small d. It's small d. We'll get it. Very good. Now guys, here I'll say integer name equals to, I'll say b. Okay, and here I'll say integer number equals to 200. Okay, and I'll say integer result equals to number minus name, printf %d comma result. Can anybody guess what will be the output of this program? Can anybody guess what will be the output of this program? Very good, Pranay. Very good, Pranay. 134. Super Pranay. You are going in the right direction. Okay. So what is the ASCII code of capital B? Is it 66? Is it 66? Then it is number value is 200. And when you say minus name, when you apply this on a arithmetic operation, automatically its numeric value is considered and it will become 200 minus 66. It becomes 134. Guys, have you understood? Have you understood the concepts? Like this, there is no end for the number of questions to practice. There is no end for the number of questions to practice. We can practice a number of questions, but finally at the end, you need to be clear with the concepts. Everyone clear what I'm saying? You need to be very much clear with the concepts. It's not about how much time I'm teaching you. It's all about what concepts you understood actually. What concept you understood, that is more important. Next, one more simple example I'll teach you guys. I want to read name, gender, and age of the person. I want to read name, gender, as well as age. So can you tell me how many variables I should take for reading name, gender, and age? How many variables I have to take? Name, gender, age. Tell me. I want to read name of the person, gender of the person, age of the person. You can see my fingers actually. I want to read name, gender, age. Yes. 3 variables I have to take it. Let's see how we can take. Character name of 30 character space I want to allocate. Character gender, only 1 byte is required. Integer age. Now I'll say printf, enter name, enter your name, and scanf percentage s, and I can read the name. After that, I'll say printf, enter your gender, and the gender should be either M or F. So I'm just giving the prompt message. Okay, scanf percentage C, comma ampersand of gender. Next, I need to read the age. Enter your age. Scanf percentage D, comma ampersand of age. Now we can print all these things in one single line. That's the, but first I want to print the name. Second, I want to print the gender. And third, I want to print the age. All 3 in one single printf statement. So first percentage S name, second gender, third age. That's it. So simple program, reading input and displaying output. Am I right? Am I right? Just tell me in the chat box if you can understand what I'm trying to convey. Simple input and output. Nothing, no calculation, nothing is there. So guys, listen carefully. I'm reading the name Atish. But have you noticed that the cursor is not waiting at gender? Directly it's skipping to age. Have you noticed this? So again I'll run this program and see, observe carefully. Saho, but it's not waiting actually. It's directly skipping here. Now, guys, tell me, do you want to know the reason exactly behind this? Tell me, do you want to know the reason? The reason is very interesting. You'll really enjoy that. Yes, Upender. There is a concept called keyboard buffer. there is one function associated with that. If you can tell me that function, I'll be happy, Upender. Upender, Triveni, Sahu, you guys are really doing well. You need to have some right direction. You need to be given good number of programming examples to practice, then you can really do well. It's not get care, I'll tell you, don't worry. First of all, you need to understand that whatever the data you are inputting through the keyboard, that will go into the RAM memory. Am I right, everyone? This is your keyboard. This is your keyboard, and this is your buffer. This is your keyboard buffer, and this is your RAM memory. Guys, tell me how many variables you are declaring? How many variables you are declaring? 3 variables. One is for name, 30 characters space. One is for gender, only one single character, gender. And one is for age, 4 characters are there, like 4 bytes of memory is allocated. Up to now, everything is clear. Just let me know in the chat box. Up to now, everything is clear. Just let me know in the chat box if it is clear up to now. Very good. Thank you, guys. Now, again, I'll run the program and observe clearly what's happening here. I'm running the program. I'm entering the name Ravi. Observe, after entering the name, I need to press enter key. Am I right? After entering the name, I need to press the enter key. So now you observe what happened. From the keyboard, you are entering the name as like Ravi, and after that, you are pressing enter key. Every data item what you are going to store will go to keyboard buffer here. So R, A, V, I, even the enter key. So what happens, all these characters R, A, V, I will be stored in the name variable. And when the cursor comes to gender part, it will observe that in keyboard buffer already there is one character available, and it says that this character is ready for me only, and the enter key will be stored inside the gender. That's the reason the control will directly jump to age and it will wait here. Is it a mind-blowing memory management concept or not? See, whenever you enter the name and press enter key, all the name is stored inside the name variable, and when the control comes to gender, it will observe that enter key is ready for me. So the gender will read that enter key as a character. So that's why it will directly jump for age. So in order to avoid this problem, what you have to do is, before the cursor comes to gender, what you have to do is, you have to use a function called fflush std in. Fflush, you are cleaning the buffer. You are emptying the buffer so that the buffer will get new character input from the keyboard. Observe, guys. I'll say name as Ravi, gender as male, age is 20 years. Now, everything is clear or not? Everything is clear or not? So friends, in C programming language, whenever you work on large scale projects, and if you come across working with character inputs, remember, always the character input should clear the buffer before the character is taken. Before you read the character input, it is always recommended to clean the buffer. So guys, everyone understood the concepts or not? Please let me know in the chat window. We have covered enter key is taken as one character, and that is stored inside the gender variable. That's why the cursor is not waiting at gender, and it is directly going to age variable. So hope you have all enjoyed the session. Thank you so much, guys.